Hey guys, it's Hallie Minkhouse, and today I'm going to be talking about the finished version of my Photoshop project. So I went through a few different ideas before I finally decided to do right brain and left brain because I thought this would be a really unique idea, but also because I felt like there were a lot of ways that I could interpret that to make it come across really, really clearly to the audience. So this is the image that I started out with. This is just like a really colorful tree in the fall with its leaves shedding and like a gravel pathway. And I started out with the right brain. So I knew that I wanted it to be really like cartoony and abstract and not super realistic. So I started with these little white doodles on the background copy that just like highlighted the outlines of all the major shapes in the edit. And then I started adding in animals, and I decided that I wanted them to be like paintings. So I found paintings of different animals and incorporated those in. And I edited like hands with paintbrushes to show them show the right brain person like visualizing animals looking like this. And then I added in another layer, which is these leaves over here, super cartoony, like colorful fall leaves, not super realistic, they pop, I think. And then like the flowers, which are all their own layer, have like unique art styles and stuff like that to represent like people who have different like art styles. And then the arrow, the cartoony arrow on this pathway, just kind of looks like leading you down this pathway just kind of looks like leading you towards adventure, I think. Like, I don't know, I just think right brain people are really adventurous and sort of like impulsive in a good way. So I wanted to show that. And then it sounds tedious, but all of these letters are their own layer because I wanted them to be different fonts. I thought that would make it look fun and sort of like unorganized. And then one more thing, on the background layer, I put a filter on the whole image, which is like an oil painting. So if you look closely, like the lines in this image are a little bit smeared compared to the original. And I just thought that would make the whole thing kind of look like a painting. So that's the final version of my right brain. And then if we take a look at my left brain, you can see it's a whole lot different. I started with the same image, and on that layer I put a black and white filter. And then I also copied that background and put a pixelated filter over top to sort of make it look computery or something like that. And then I took all the hard like angles that I could find in the photo and drew angles there to show like someone like analyzing an area or something like that, someone having like spatial intelligence. Over the whole image I put kind of like an opaque filter of just like random like physics math equations, just because, you know, left brain people, logical, good at math. And if you look over here, you can see a stack of books. That's its own layer that I also placed a black and white filter on. I put this here to represent left brain people maybe preferring to stay inside and read or study, compared to things that right brain people like to do. I just wanted to show the contrast. So those are my two images. Oh, and down here I have one more layer that is just the words left-brained, and I wanted that to all be the same font, organized, very legible. So yeah. So those are my two images. I think they contrast really well, and I'm pretty happy with them.